Well, Stephanie Jenkins has basically admitted that her content has been crap lately. She made a post over on the FB, and I don't really understand the picture. It's a picture of, it looks like it's a plate with this bologna, piece of cold, thick bologna with two pieces of cold cheese on maybe a bagel and some chips, and her phone like she's watching something, and this is on the bed. But she says, I'm not sure how to put this in fewer words. I see the lack of quality in my own content. Truly, I do. But I also see the authenticity in it. Authentic, authentic, authentic. Her authentic self. One of her very favorite words, authentic. Right now, it's hard for me to make content the way I want to, and I've accepted it for what it is. What does she mean, make content the way she wants to? Her content has never changed since she started making content. Even when they were back in the apartment, it was the same thing. Her cooking some crazy concoction up and her cleaning the apartment. And then every once in a while her raging videos where she doesn't use substances and just the same old stuff. Her content's never changed. So what does she mean? Hard for her to make content the way she wants to, and she's accepted that. What? I really appreciate those of you that are sticking through this rocky time with us. I can't even express how grateful I am to be able to share our journey with you guys. Your journey. What journey? Because you're not making any progress. A journey is when you keep moving. And she's just sitting still, not doing anything. So I don't know what journey she's speaking of. I know I will find my groove again, and I'm hoping that it's soon, because I genuinely miss being proud of my content. Like I said, proud of your content. It's never changed. It's always been the same thing. So what is she talking about? I hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. Keep your heads up and keep smiling. Jesus loves you, and that's enough to keep anyone going. Hashtag find my groove. I'm very confused by the whole thing. And if this is her authentic self, she should be ashamed. Because like I said, she's not doing anything. She's stuck. She's not doing anything except constantly wasting money. I mean, we just seen on her schedule that she made a few days back, that the priority on the schedule was smoking. Come on now, Stephanie. So Drew, I think, has come to a point where he's finally realized that this is all on him. If he wants anything done, he's got to do it. It's all him by himself. I think he's finally realized that, because this is what he posted here on TikTok. He says, first, hey everyone, hope everyone is doing well. Sorry, I haven't really posted in a week. I think it's been longer than a week, but anyways, I have been really focusing on the dollars. I'll get back to posting very soon. Then he says, been really focusing on being financially consistent. I'll be getting back to posting on the regular. Been developing and routine and learning to sacrifice more and more for my babies. No one is coming to save them but me. And what does he say here? For me and my little button for recordings down there. It's hard for me to see. But anyway, no one is coming to save them but me and the support of the online community, because you aren't all bad, and I know that. Hope everyone has been stay cool. But did you catch that? He says he's trying to be financially consistent, because we see Stephanie is not, just like I spoke on the other day. It must have been a priority for her to buy new cutting boards and a pink frying pan and dish towels. She definitely could not live without those items. They definitely cannot live without spending her $30 every few days to smoke. It's ridiculous. And she definitely can't live without 3 big bottles of creamer in the refrigerator at a time. There's just so much wasting of money. But as Drew says, he's been developing the routine and learning to sacrifice more and more for my babies. Drew is the one. Did we think we'd see this day where Drew said he is the one sacrificing more and more for his babies? Because we haven't seen Stephanie sacrifice not a damn thing. She hasn't sacrificed anything. Nothing. And Drew, we have to say he has sacrificed a little, because we know how he did not want to go to work. But he did it. I mean, I'll give him a little credit. He manned up and he went and got him a job. And he's even been consistent with his quote-unquote gig work, as he says. And you know he doesn't want to be out doing that. And it's got to be pissing him off that he's the one breaking his back working while she's sitting there doing what? Making, a garbage video and posting it 7 times on Facebook. I mean, come on now, she doesn't even do anything with the kids, barely. But he says he's realized no one is coming to save them but me. Not me and Stephanie. Not me and my wife. Even though it's not his wife, but you get it. Me. No one is coming to save them but me. And he's basically saying here, this isn't just going to drop into our lap. I'm the one that has to do this. And he's saying, he has the support of the online community. Drew has a lot more support than Stephanie does. But, I think he's saying this without saying it to her. I think he might be getting to a point, just outside looking in, and his words right here, he's getting tired. I'm assuming he's getting tired of being the only one busting his ass to do something. Because let's face it, Stephanie, she's barely posting, and that's, how she supports her family as content creation. Then why is she barely posting anything? And what she does, and now she has this new style, we've seen it, where she says she doesn't want to do any editing. She just wants to leave it in there. So, it's minutes worth of them, like, scooting their feet through gravel, showing your bare feet in the grass, her running in a circle. Stuff that hasn't, it doesn't make a difference to have it in there. It's there for no purpose. So I guess in that fashion, in that sense, yeah, the quality has gotten worse on her content. But no one is coming to save them but me. And he's realizing, and here, Stephanie, we don't hear her ever talking about her community. But Drew's saying here, he realized not everybody is bad. But we could see at least a little bit of trying from Drew. We've seen more trying from him than from Stephanie, that's for sure. And she can't, I think it drives her nuts that he gets support and she doesn't. But like I say, he's the one out there working a full-time job, plus doing his gig work. So, let me know your thoughts. Do you think Drew is finally starting to see the light? And maybe this is, maybe this is towards her too. Because, it's always her. In God's time, in God's time. And he's basically telling her, look, this is on us. No one's coming to save us. So let me know your thoughts on this. I think he's getting tired of Miss Townsend. But let me know what you think.